Om Namaste Shate Sarvalokasrayayo Namaste Chite Vishwarupatmakayo Namo Advaita Tattayo Mukti Pradayo Namo Brahmane Vyapine Nirgunayo Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Our salutations to you, the absolute existence and the support of all the worlds. Salutations to you, pure consciousness, taking the form of the manifest universe. Salutations to you, the non-dual reality and bestower of liberation. Our salutations to you, the all-pervading, attributeless Brahman. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. Today we have amongst us Swami Nikhilatmananda ji. He is one of our senior monk of the Ramakrishna order, and he was in Allahabad for quite a long time as head of the institution. But he was very popular while delivering the Ram Katha, talking about Ramcharitmanas and Rama's life and his message. He is very popular for that. So Swamiji joined the Ramakrishna order in 1970, and he has worked for various educational institutions and seva projects, service projects in tribal areas of Madhya Pradesh. As the director of Abuj tribal project at one place called Narayanpur, he started a residential higher secondary school for tribal children, a 30-bed charitable hospital, and a fair price shop, along with 5 sub-centers with similar activities inside the jungles of Abujmar. Abujmar means a place where the people are not very habituated with this sophisticated life. Even they are not aware of their wearing civilized dress. So to work with them is a very difficult, great job, and also it is very difficult to their language. No one knows their language, their habits, but it was a wonderful contribution of the Ramakrishna order there. From 1990 onward, he served as the head of the Ramakrishna mission in Allahabad about 17 years, no, Swami? 17 years. And then he was the head of Narayanpur, of the other center in Jaipur. In April of this year, he was trying to get out of job. But monks have no retirement. But he was pestering for a long time with the headquarters to give him, we have done enough work, please, please. And so ultimately he succeeded in having his release from his active life, but it will not go. He is now retiring. No, in India we want to die in Benares. So he has selected the place to go to Benares and spend his last days. But he is very popular, so he will be called here and there. That speaking program and lecturing program will remain. But from active responsibility of the head of the center, he has been released. So we are very happy to have him with us, and he has come here for a very short period. So he will be leaving tomorrow from here. So we got this opportunity Sunday to have him with us. I welcome Swamiji to speak. Subject is the application of Vivekananda's ideals amongst the tribals of India.
Revered Swami Sarvadevanand ji, dear brother monks and nuns, and dear friends, it's really a great opportunity for me to come over here. I never dreamt of this. As you just heard, I was trying for retirement for last 6 years. When I was at Narayanpur, then I wrote a letter for retirement. Then they posted me to Jaipur. There also again I wrote. And they again sent me to Allahabad. And then they accepted my request. And I got retirement. I expressed my desire to stay at Varanasi. That too was granted. And when I reached Varanasi, just after 10 days, I got invitation for this place. So our Lord doesn't want me to retire. I never dreamt of this. So I accepted the invitation. And really I enjoyed all my journey here, visiting the different centers, meeting all of you. So very joyful. All our centers are working wonderfully. I had been to Providence, Boston, Washington, New York, Chicago, St. Louis, and that way I have come over here. And now I have to cover 3-4 places more on the West Coast. So the subject that has been chosen for the talk today, that is the message of Swami Vivekananda, how it has been translated into practice for this Adivasi, this tribal people who reside in a place called Abu Jhamar. Abu Jhamar is a place in Chhattisgarh, that is a state is Chhattisgarh in India. Its area is 4,000 square kilometer. And you will be wondering that this land is not even in revenue records of the government. There the tribals are there, they can acquire as much of land as they like, nobody is there to resist them. So they are living their own life. But their life is just like a beastly life they are living. No occupation with them. They stay in the forest, and they are depending upon only hunting. Hunting is their main occupation. From early morning, they will go away in the forest, and whatever they get, even if they see a rat, they will run after the rat, just to kill him. If they get some deer, it will be a great feast for them, some buffalo, some bull, anything they eat. Even the poisonous serpent is not, they are not afraid of it. They will just cut the head, just roast it, remove the skin, put little salt to it, and finish it. Salt is the main thing they require. In the market, their Sunday market, especially called a place called Narayanpur, where our mission has started the center. At Narayanpur, they come from the village, these tribals from different villages. Each village consists of, say, maximum 100-150%, that called a village. In some village, hardly, say, 40-50 persons are there. So very less population. So they come on the Sunday. And their only necessity is that of salt. For purchasing salt they come. So, one of gentlemen who was a friend of Swami Atmananda, who was the head of Raipur Ramakrishna Mission Center, Raipur, he came to him and said, Swamiji, I want to show you a tribal market. It is 275 kilometers away from Raipur, and you will be happy to see that market. Tribals of nearby area, they assemble there, they come over here in their peculiar dress, and you will be happy to see to them. Atmananji agreed to his proposal, They went by car to Narayanpur, and there they saw these traders also from Raipur and other places. They went there, and they have heaps of this salt. Nearly tons of salt were kept there. And these tribals were coming. They had no money, but they bring this jungle product. Mainly this jungle product, one thing that is quite famous, that is called chironji. In Marathi, Gujarati we call charkoli. It's a small nut that is put in the payasam, in the kheer. Very costly. Its price is near about, at that time, I am telling about that, 1984, 85. This is the thing. At that time, its price was rupees 200 per kg, per kilogram. So they used to brought from the forest. And that was no this barter system was prevailing. They didn't have any money. So in exchange of 1 kg of this charkoli, that is chironji, this trader used to give them 1 kg of salt. Salt was only half a rupee per kg. Charkoli had 200 rupees per kg. Our Swami Atmanandaji was really shocked to see this. So much of exploitation. But these tribals, they were contented. They used to give, say, 5 kg of this charkoli and they say 5 kg of salt. They were happy. They didn't know the value of this. So Atmanandaji saw this. He was horrified, shocked. He told his friend, Mr. Shukla, who took him there, Shuklaji, it's a great exploitation. He said, yes, Swamiji, that's why I have brought you here. You are doing service work in so many places. You see how much they need your services here. So something should be done. After a few months, both Swami Atmananda and his friend Shukla went to Nagpur. Nagpur is 285 kilometers from Raipur. There was a function at Nagpur Ashram, Nagpur Center. There Swami Atmasthananji Maharaj, who is now the president of our order, he had also come over there. And after the function, all the three were returning to Raipur by car. In the meantime, Mr. Shukla said to Swami Atmasthananji, Maharaj, there is much exploitation of this tribal in a place called Narayanpur. Swami Atmanandaji and myself had gone there, and Swami Atmanandaji has seen how they are exploited. Atmanandaji narrated the whole thing to Swami Atmasthananji. Maharaj, there is a great exploitation for them. Those people, they reside in the forest, they have no clothes. Only they just put the loin cloth. Above the waist, no clothes with them. But when they come to this marketplace, they will just decorate their face like anything. With peacock fun and several other things, they decorate themselves, but practically no clothes with them. Then Swami Atmasthananji told Swami Atmanand, yes, Atmanand, you should do something. You sent a proposal to do something at that area. Atmanand told, yes, Maharaj, I will send. After 2-3 months, both of them again met at Ranchi Center. Atmasthananji was Assistant General Secretary. He said, Atmanand, you have not sent a proposal so far. Atmanandaji told, Maharaj, are you taking so seriously? Atmasthananji told, yes, I mean it. You sent a proposal. The great problem with Swami Atmanandaji was where to get money, where to get persons for this cause. Anyhow, he made the proposal of 40 lakhs rupees and sent it to Belur Much. And Belur Math, in their trustee meeting, they passed the proposal. They passed the proposal for rupees 40 lakhs for this Abu Jumar tribal project. That was the name given. Abuj means that is not understood. That is the name of Abuj. Mar means mountain. That's a mountain that is not understood. And so the people there live, they are really understandable. They are difficult to understand them. As I told, this 4,000 square kilometer is not even in revenue records. And even the government official, they are afraid to go inside there. It is the jungle full of this wild beasts, tigers. You will get a number of tigers, bears, all these animals are there. So that proposal was sanctioned, 40 lakhs rupees proposal. Main problem before Swami Atmanand was from where to collect this money. So he approached the government authority. At that time, this Raipur was, and this Bastar district where this Abu Jumar stands was in Madhya Pradesh. Only 10-15 years before it becomes a separate state, this Chhattisgarh. Earlier it was in Madhya Pradesh. Capital was at Bhopal. So Atmanandji went to the secretary of the tribal department who was known to him earlier. Mr. Lohani was his name, and put the proposal before him. Says, Lohani-ji, do something for this. Our Belur Math has passed the proposal, but we didn't have any money. Please do something. Seeing that, Mr. Lohani said, Swamiji, it's a very small proposal you have put. Ramakrishna Mission is going to work in that distant area of Abu Jumar. Your proposal is very small. You must have a bigger proposal. Then Atmanand told, then you yourself, you are with your officials, you make a proposal that you want to make. He with his official made the proposal of 2.25 crores rupees. 2.25 crores rupees. Mr. Arjun Singh was the chief minister at that time. And the wonderful part of it that also this MP government sanctioned that proposal. Atmanandji never dreamt of this proposal will be accepted so early, as if he fall from the sky. Next day the proposal, this flashed in all the newspaper of India, that Ramakrishna Mission is going to start a tribal project in Abu Jumar area of this Bastar district. And government has sanctioned a proposal in this proposal of 2.25 crores. Our authority at Belur Math read that. Swami Hiranmayanandji Maharaj was the General Secretary. And he read, saying that this Raipur center has accepted the proposal of 2.25 crores to start a center at Abu Jumar. He was a little bit angry. He at once rang to Swami Atmanand. Atmanand, what we are reading here? We accepted proposal of only 40 lakhs rupees and you have accepted this proposal 2.25 crores. You come immediately here and explain everything. Atmanandji has to go to Belur Math. And he had a great presence of mind. When the trustee meeting was held, Swami Hiranmayan is told that we have passed proposal for only 40 lakhs. And such a huge proposal of 2.25 crores. How you have accepted this? Atmanandji told Maharaj, this 40 lakhs proposal, this rupees proposal is only for 1 year. How can you expect that in 40 lakhs we will have a school, we will have hostel, hospital, and fair price shop? How is it possible? And this proposal is for 5 years. So they were also nonplussed. They said, yes, then you go on with that. Then Atmanandji approached Atmasthananji, who was Assistant Secretary. Maharaj, you made me to start this proposal Now I want a worker. I can't myself go there. It is 275 kilometers from Raipur. That way, just a tribal place. I want a worker for this, monastic worker. Atmasthananji himself said, well, Nikhilatmananda will do that. If I will release him. I was at that time, Ramakrishna Mission Devghar. It's a educational institution there in Bihar. Atman said, yes, he is a local person. It will be nice if he is sent there. So I was sent there to take the charge of that center. We asked for the land. Government readily gave, say, 55 acres of land. There where we choose it, it was a dense forest there, away from, 2 miles away from this Narayanpur town, it was there. And there we had a tin shed constructed there. And I, with the 2 other associates, those who accompany me, we 3 started living there. There was a small prayer room. That tin shed was divided into 3 parts. One was this prayer room, another where we used to live, and a small kitchen was there. And from that very day, we started this Khandan Bhavandan, keeping the photo of Thakur, Ma and Swamiji. Atmananji installed those photos there. And really we thought that yes, presence of Thakur is there. He will make all the thing easy for us. In the daytime it was all right. But as night approaches, we hear this barking of these dogs there. Then hyenas were there, local by area. Bears were there. And sometimes roaring of tigers were also heard. At night, it was impossible for us to get out of this tin shed. It was a jungle area. The first thing was to start this fair price shop there. Because this was the thing which Swami Atmananda saw, that something should be done for this tribal people, to remove this exploitation. So within a month or so, another tin shed was constructed. And there we started this fair price shop. We started purchasing this chironji, charcoal from these tribals. And when they saw that for 1 kg of charcoal, they are getting 50 kg of salt, they were so happy. You will be wondering, once we brought 1 truckload of the salt there, within half an hour it was all exhausted. Everybody taking, say, 1 bag of salt on his back and going away. I said, why are you so eager? You will get salt further also. Well, no. They used to call us all Sahab. They don't know Sadhu. They used to call us Sahab, means officer. Red cloth Sahab. We are all red cloth Sahab. Well, no Sahab. We will take it. Whether we will get it. They were of the opinion in future whether they will get it or not. Salt was the only necessity for them. So this fair pie shop started running nicely. All the traders of Narayanpur who were helping us to get the land, they became against us. They said, this is your job is to preach them, to give them education. And you started this shop. It is not good for you. Stop doing this work. This trading business is our right. Why you are doing? You are monks. You give them sermons. We said, yes, we'll do both the things. All the traders, those who they were helping earlier, they stopped helping us. But we were not we started doing that. Our shop became famous. And you will be wondering, this is the only center at Narayanpur where we are selling oil, salt, grains. This is the only center. Still now, it is very popular. So that way the mission started. It's work. Now the second thing was to start a school there. So I caught hold of this tribal boy who know little of this Hindi, and his mother tongue was this Madhya, this language of this Abuj Madhya. He can speak little Hindi, staying at Narayanpur, understood. So I took him, let us go to a village. And you tell the villagers that we want to start a school, and you ask them to send their children there. They will be given, say, free food will be provided, clothes will be provided to them, everything will be provided to them, to send their children there. That boy went along with me. On foot we had to go. There were no roads. Inside the jungle there were, say, small villages. We collected the villagers. This boy told them that the Swamiji has come. They will be opening a school. Send your boys there. They will be given everything free. Food, clothes, everything will be free. First thing they said, no, we don't want to send our boys. We don't want education. We are quite happy here. This is the happiness of a beast. You can just understand. Said your children will be provided foods, everything, free of cost. You need not have to pay a single pie. Said, no, what will be the utility? What's the utility of giving the education? What will get? I said, that interpreter, tell them, after getting education, your boy will be earning money. He will be bringing clothes for you. Well, no, we are satisfied. Just such was the satisfaction what to do. You will be wondering, after, say, going to 25 villages, covering near about, say, 120 miles, we got only 30 boys. 30 boys. I thought that James, I have got the James, diamonds. I told the villagers, you come after 1 month, not before that. And if you don't feel proper, you can take your children back. And if your boys also do not like to stay there, we'll just send them. But don't come before 1 month. We brought these 30 boys along with us, just on foot. They came only with a loin cloth, big hairs, full of insects. First thing we have to done this was this hair cutting, making them bath with soap. They were given new dress. And the first thing, they were all very happy. They were daily getting rice for their meals. Rice was a luxury for them. Only during some festival they used to prepare rice. Because they didn't have rice, they have to purchase from the market. They are getting the rice, and the vegetables also they didn't know how to use it. We were giving rice, pulse and everything. And boys were there. They, from the very first day, we started them teaching this bhajans, this prayer. Their voice is very musical. You will be wondering, within say 15-20 days, they commit to memory of this Khandan Bhavandan. Within 15 days. So sharp is the memory. So melodious is the voice. These 30 boys. After 1 month, their parents, they came. They came. First, they couldn't recognize their children. They were all well dressed, wearing paint, nice shirt. First, when the children came near that, they said, "Oh Sahab, you have made our children Sahab. हमारा बच्चा को साहब बना दिया. You have to call us Sahab." Yes, I said your children will be Sahab. Ask your children how they feel. Children were all very happy there. They need not have to go to forest for collecting, say, some prey. They were getting proper food, getting plenty time to play. And they were all very happy. Ask them, ask your children what they say. They say, Saab, they are very happy, but one thing we should stop. They don't like pulse. You stop giving them pulse. They don't have the taste for pulse. I said, this pulse will give them strength. It is full of protein. No, they don't like it. Pulse they never tasted in life. Then I told, yes, pulse will not be given to them. So all the children were very happy. None of the children, they wanted to go back with him. So first hurdle, what we were thinking, that they may run away or go away, no. And then the wonderful thing, we from the very first day, after the prayer, we just tell them, just meditate for 5 minutes. Meditate on whom? We put the photo of Guru Maharaj there, Sri Ramakrishna. We said, you just think Sri Ramakrishna is sitting before you, he is smiling, just meditate on that photo. Just meditate. So wonderful was the concentration, these boys. They could meditate nicely. Whatever was taught to them, they could commit it to memory. You will be wondering, between 5-6 months, they could commit to memory 5-6 chapters of Gita, Bhagavad Gita. What we used to do, when we were just before taking meals, one of our teachers, they used to recite this Bhagavad Gita and ask them just to repeat it. Within 5-6 months, whatever was taught to them. So then I remember what Swamiji has said, Vivekananda has said, each soul is potentially divine. That divinity was in them. Only give him a chance, give them a chance. How this divinity comes up? Just, they are very good at singing, very melodious voice, and they, in sports also they were very good. They used to play nicely. That way our school started with class 1. Now it is a full-fledged higher secondary school. It started with 30 boys. It has more than, say, 1,000 boys and girls at present. It started in 1985 and now it is, say, 2014. So many batches has come up. After passing class 12, we arranged for their further study at Raipur. We are having a center at Raipur, Ramakrishna Mission Raipur. There's 25-30 boys, they are sent there. They stay in the hostel there. Everything is free from them, for them. You will be wondering, by now, say 15 boys have passed this MBBS examination. They are all doctors. They have completed their examination. More than, say, 20 boys have become engineers. And more than 300 boys and girls have become teachers. They are staying there, different places. We encourage them to stay in their own locality, in their own village, and uplift the village. So, in the beginning, just after staying for, say, 3-4 months, I sent all the boys to their villages for vacation. Go and spend, say, 1 month among your family, 1-2 months among your family, in summer vacation. By that time, they had this, they like taking this pulse. They had interest for this pulse. And when they reach their homes, they ask for pulse to their parents. Their parents say, from where will we bring pulse for you? No, we'll need pulse and vegetables also. They got habituated to pulse and vegetables. Then their parents came to us saying, "Are Sahab, he's asking for pulse. From where we will get pulse?" Then I tell you, you have to labor hard. You do some labor, purchase pulse, and you will be wondering, these villagers, these tribals who are, say, staying in their villages, they started bringing, say, timber on their head to sell in the market so that they can earn something more. They can give pulses and vegetables to their children. How this necessity increases, that we can see. Earlier they don't have any desire. In the early morning they go to just spend their time in hunting. In the evening they used to come. And then after taking whatever they have brought, the prey, just cooked it. And they used to dance, men and women, boys and children, drinking the liquor, this country liquor. There is one tree named sulphur, it is plenty there. From that sulphur they could bring out this liquor. They will not, just dance for say 2-3 hours. And then they will eat whatever they have prepared and then sleep. That was their routine. Now in order to feed their boys and children, they thought, yes, we should earn some money. So on their heads they bring this heads load of this timber from the jungle, started selling in the market, getting some money, fulfilling the desire of their children, and then the children were growing like anything. So this is why, how the Swamiji is saying each soul is potentially divine, we could see just whatever was taught to them, they could commit it to memory. We started with 30 boys. After 5 years, Swami Nikhilatmananda, who is now in charge of our Ramakrishna Math Chennai, he was posted there. Before that, only boys were admitted there. Nikhilatmananda thought, if the boys will be educated, they will need a bride, educated bride. So girls will also be admitted there. They should also be given education. So separate hostel was built for the girls with the government money. And now, as I told, more than 1,000 boys and girls, they are staying in the hostel. You will be wondering, more than 60 girls have passed this nursing course. And they have become nurses in the government hospital, earning 25,000 to 30,000 rupees per month. And these boys, those who are teachers, they are also getting the same salary, 20,000 to 25,000. These boys are, say, teaching in middle school and higher secondary school. And now if you go there, villages of those places completely change. You'll find it completely changed. They are having, earlier they have this only huts. Now they have this brick houses, having nice cleanliness, everything so nice. Earlier there were no roads. We have to go on foot to their villages. Then we thought, in order to work in the villages, we must have roads. We approached the government for constructing the roads. You will be wondering that some officials, those who are collector and commissioner, they said, why you are disturbing their life? They are so happy. They are so contented. If you prepare roads, then these traders will go inside the villages. They will loot them. I said, if the traders can go to loot them, good people can also go there to give them good lessons, to help them. You can't expect us to go on foot all the times. We want to extend our works. For that we want roads. We want to say, take things there of their necessity. We want to open fair price shop. We took 5 villages, just, and there we intend to start this fair price shop and a school. What we started at Narayanpur. You will be wondering, our Swami, Srimad Swami Bhutishananji Maharaj, revered Bhutishananji Maharaj, who was vice president, he went there. He expressed his desire, yes, I will like to go inside the Bhujmad area. In a jeep we took him there, he was very happy. But first, government completely denied that we can't construct roads. We are ready to give you money, you yourself start making roads. So with the help of this local tribal, we started constructing roads from Narayanpur to their villages. We selected 5 villages. That road comprises of, say, 120 miles connecting all the 5 villages to Narayanpur. When we first construct the road joining Narayanpur to the first village, it was just a mud road. And we took over this jeep car there. You will be wondering, there were many who didn't see any car, any motor in their life. When our jeep reached there, they started fleeing in all directions. What this beast has come. Especially the old people, didn't have seen any car, any jeep in their life. When our jeep started, they came nearer just touching it, what this is, how this is running. When they saw it is no beast, it can do no harm, then they were all happy. When we were returning from there, from that village, one person said, "Oh Saab, my father wants to go to Narayanpur. Will you take him in this car, jeep?" I said, "Yes." His age was near about 75 to 80 years of age. I made him sit on that back seat of the jeep. We started at about 6 in the evening, 6 o'clock in the evening. It was getting dark. Hardly we have passed, say, 20 miles or so. Of course, the jeep make bumps time to time. That fellow get away from the seat and just sit on the floor of the jeep. I said, "What are you doing? Why don't you sit on that seat?" "Well, no, I am feeling afraid." He sat on the floor. And sitting on the floor was much more bump were there. After just passing 3-4 miles, he said, "Get me down, let me get down. I don't want to go in your jeep." It was a night at about 9 o'clock. I said, "It is a midnight. This is a dense forest. What you will do here?" No, I will go by walking. I don't sit in a jeep." You can just imagine. We persuaded him, but he did not agree. He said, "Let me get down." We made him get down in that forest full of, say, wild beasts. He was only having an axe with him. Said, "I want to go to your village, jeep." In the morning at about 9 o'clock, the person who accompanied us said, "Maharaj, he is coming, that old man is coming." Throughout the night he walked. Throughout the night. I said, "Just call him here." He was all tired. I say, "You didn't rest at night?" Well, he said, "No." "You are not afraid of this wild animals?" Well, he said, this axe is with me. And really, we got him fed. So this was the condition. Many of them didn't saw any jeep, any car in their life. That was their state. When we connected our Narayanpur center with these 5 villages, and when our jeeps and cars started plying in those villages, we started 5 centers there in 5 villages. sub-centers of Narayanpur. We started there a school, hostel, and fair price shop, and a check post, this health post. 4 things we started. A school with the hostel, this fair price shop, and fair price. So we are so happy, these villagers. Now they are getting salt at their house. So happy. They did not have to go, say, to Narayanpur, 30, 40 miles going on foot. They were all very happy. So that way our center started. And then after 5 years, after demise of Swami Atmananda, I was transferred to Allahabad in 1990. And then up to 1990 to 2003, I was there at Narayanpur. Another Swami was Swami Gautamananda, then took charge, and then another Swami. In 2003, this Naxal movement started in that area. This Naxalites about whom you must have heard a lot. That was a very safe area for them. No police can reach there, no government official can reach there. This 4,000 square kilometer area was very safe for them. And these Naxalites were mainly from Andhra Pradesh, educated graduates of the college. And their aim was, we say these Naxalites, they are very helpful, nothing of that sort. Just they went inside this, they have got this arms and ammunition with them. And they started taking money from this timber merchant. They took lakhs of rupees from them and asked them to cut as much timber as they like. Government couldn't reach them. And then these Naxalites also, when there was an attack from the police, some were injured. They used to bring them to our hospital at Narayanpur. We started the hospital also at Narayanpur. But in the beginning, no tribal was coming there. They were dependent on their own persons who were knowing, say, little of this black magic, who could do something and just repeating some mantra or something. They didn't come to our hospital earlier. They rather forbade these villagers also to come to the hospital. So many death cases were there. Many pregnant women used to die there. But they didn't come. So we started this mobile dispensary also to take. If they are not coming to our hospital at Narayanpur, let us take their mobile dispensary there. And there also, this black magician, they stopped people to come to our dispensary. But these magicians, they themselves come to our dispensary there, mobile dispensary, and ask for the give injection. Only they wanted injection. They thought injection is the remedy of all diseases. They used to say, give injection. And when this villager saw this man, he forbids us to go to the dispensary, himself is taking injection, they gradually started coming to the dispensary. And they got benefited. So that way our dispensary at Narayanpur, which took just become a hospital, 30-bedded hospital, you will be wondering that is overcrowded here at present. We are having 30-bed hospital, but more than 50 persons they come, we had to just lie them on the floor. We didn't deny any person. They are getting this benefit there. So that way this hospital also started working nicely. And so, when this Naxal movement started, they used to send message to our secretary at Narayanpur, you send your doctor here. At about 10 p.m. at night, some messenger will come. asking our people, our doctor, that you have to send this person, send the doctor there. Some had got this bullet injury. Some has got some other ailments. So our secretary there, in good sense, used to provide them, sending doctors to them. Then these very Naxalites, they just wanted to remove him from Narayanpur. Making some bad charges against him, they made posters, he should be removed immediately, otherwise he will be killed, he will be finished. Posters were put there at Narayanpur. Headquarters removed this secretary who was there. That very night he was removed, and I was at Allahabad at that time. And they asked me, you go to there, you had been earlier there, you try to pacify the situation there. You had been earlier. I was again sent to Narayanpur, second time. I was sent there in 2003. No, sorry, not 2003, 2008. 2008, 7 or 8. And then I have to face the same situation. This Naxal were sent demanding that you send your doctor at this time. I told no doctors will be sent there. Whosoever is a patient, bring them to our hospital here, we'll treat them. We won't send any doctor. Then they sent me a letter to come and meet me at this place. We want to meet you, we want to talk to you. Then with one person who was very dedicated to this job, Mr. Subimal Chatterjee, he was from the beginning with us, with this organization, he was connected. We too went to that place where we were asked to meet. But nobody was there. Only one person was standing. He said, you have to leave this jeep here and you will have to come along with me in the forest. Near 2 miles away inside the forest we went. And there I saw their leader was sitting there on a rock and 5, 6 gunmen were all around him. And I said, why you have called us? He said, you have stopped all the amenities we are getting. You have stopped sending our doctors. Why you have stopped? I said, we didn't say to you that we will send doctors to you. You didn't meet us. You were threatening us. Government is after you and government will be seeing us that we are providing help to you. So don't expect any help from us. We won't send any doctors to you. I was bold enough. Say, what else they can do? I said, no, nothing doing. He was a really educated person. These Naxals there, many are very educated, graduates. He thought for a time and then he said, yes, you are required to do only 3 things. You have to run a school and hostel, you have to run fair price shop, and you have to run this health center. These 3 things you have to do only. I said, yes, we are doing the 3 things. Nothing more we are doing. Yes, no, nothing more than that you can do. You have to do only 3 things. Yes, we will do. So we again came, they didn't do it. They could kill us there. All the gunsmen were there. We came back. And as I told, all these roads connecting Narayanpur was a mud road. They didn't allow us to prepare this Pakka road, this tar road. And we have to start rebuilding these roads in the month of October, November. In rainy season, it all washed away. So in summer season, we have to store these 5 months of articles there in a fair price shop. This grains, this oil, salt, everything. In the month of, say, November, December, we start again reconstructing the roads. When November, December approach, I say, let the roads be reconstructed, send the people. When this person, they go there to repair the roads, this gunmen came there with their guns. You cannot start repairing the roads. You are allowed to do only 3 things. This is the 4th thing. How you are starting? See the brain. You are allowed to only start to do this school and hostel, to do this fair price shop and health center. Why you are constructing? We won't allow to construct. See their brain. They didn't allow. So this workers has to come back. Then I said send a messenger to all the 5 centers that close all the 5 centers immediately and come back to Narayanpur. All the teachers, they should come back, and boys may be sent to their respective villages without informing anybody. Just close all the centers. All of a sudden, all the 5 centers were closed. These teachers come back to Narayanpur. And when this tribal saw, this villagers saw the center has been closed, they became all against this Naxalites. Naxalites used to depend on them. They used to come to their village at dead at night. Say 30, 40 number, they say, you prepare meals for us. Due to fear, they have to do all these things, you see. And then these villagers said that due to you, mission has stopped their center, they have closed their center. Even for this salt, we have to go to Narayanpur. It is due to you, they have stopped. When the Naxalites leader, they saw that really, they didn't dream that we will close all the centers together. They started saying, no, we have not stopped it. This mission people, they are giving bad names to us. We didn't object making them roads. You go and meet them. Other villages, they came, Narayanpur, and told me, oh Sahab, that they are telling that you have stopped preparing the roads. They have no objection. I said, just to get a line written by their leader that they have no objection for preparing the roads. Just to get a line written by them. They went to their leader, say, you give a line in writing. They said, no, we won't give in writing. If they want to construct, they let them construct. We go in writing, don't give in writing. Again 2-3 months passed away. And seeing their pitiable condition, we all thought, let us again start this, preparing the road. If they again object to it, our headquarters, Belur Math, has told, you can close all the centers for all the time. No necessity of working there. So much of danger was there. Life of our workers were in danger. So much of danger was there. Then we again our workers were sent, they started preparing the roads. From that day to this date, no objections were made. No hurdles. The roads were prepared, and they used to come having guns. Yes, prepare this road nicely. Prepare nicely. Pakka road. So this was the condition. Now practically, no hurdles from their side. And I've heard their leader used to say that we respect these sadhus. Now they call sadhus. Because they are not afraid of death. I said, yes, you have known us correctly. I said, all our workers and all our sadhus, those who go there, that remember the thing what Sri Ramakrishna has said. Sri Ramakrishna has said 3 things are in the hand of Lord. Death, birth, death, and this marriage. Yes, sir, Sri Ramakrishna said. 3 things are ordained by Lord. Birth is ordained by him, the date of death is ordained by him, and this marriage is ordained by him. So, you know you will die that very day when Lord wishes. Otherwise you won't die. Our Swami Nikhilatmananda, who was the leader earlier, he had the firm belief. Today night, Maharaj has asked me to tell about that. I will tell you in detail how he worked. With that inspiration he got from the dream where Swami Trigunatitananda inspired him in dreams. And how his life was really changed. So in this way, friends, that all our 5 centers, they are working nicely. And you will be wondering, these boys, how they are educated nicely, having firm belief unto themselves. The boys in the jungles, whose family didn't know what education is, for 14 generations didn't get any education, they have full confidence in them. Those who have visited this Belur Math recently, this 150th birthday of Swami Vivekananda, these are our tribal boys and girls. They perform 3 hours presentation they put there. Dance, drama, singing, wonderful. Those who have seen that, how the divinity inside man can be exhibited if the chances are provided to them. What Swamiji said, each soul is potentially divine. Give them chance and the divinity can be exhibited. This our Narayanpur work is really an example how these primitive tribals can be converted into educated, self-confident people. I am very thankful to Swami Sarvadevanandji for giving me this chance to speak to you, and I pray to Almighty Sri Ram Krishna Mother Sharda to bestow peace, happiness to all of us. Thank you.
We are very much captivated hearing about the story of Narayanpur, where these tribal uneducated people, deprived of all opportunities, had been made a civilized people to stand with the same dignity and prestige in the society. And the selfless service of the monks of the order is going on. I was very much fascinated to this topic because we always hear, I am Brahman, I am Atman, you are Maya, this is Maya, that is this, you know all these things. But also it is said that who is beyond name and form, he has taken a human form. Shiva Jnana Jiva Shiva. You have to worship Jiva, individual whom you see. It is nothing but Lord Shiva, and to serve them. You only got a glimpse of what this Ramakrishna order is doing all over particularly all over India, because our activities are focused on education, healthcare, flood victims and other victims of society, of different aspects of life where people are deprived. It's only little glimpse you got it here. And if we hear from each center, there's a huge history and a great dedication. And with our humble effort, only we are 1,500 monks. Out of that, maybe 200-300 are old and not trained so much. So maybe 1,000 monks are doing that type of work, which is possible because of their dedication to Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother, as also of the support from all the devotees of India, as also as abroad, financially, morally, and intellectual support and all types of support. So it is a very joyful thing to hear about the activities, practical application of that Vedanta. What is Swamiji's expectation? Vedanta is Vedanta. If it is not applicable in the practical level, so there is no meaning of it. And here is the example of the practical Vedanta. Thank you, Swami, for bringing this beautiful description of the activities, which actually it is great because he was involved directly and he was working directly and saw the changes which has come. And that proves that difference between man and man is not in the divinity, but is only in the manifestation of the divinity. And our life should be like that, to help anyone to manifest their divinity as much as possible. Thank you, Swami. So I will close with a chant, and also Swami will greet as usual, and then we will have some question and answer session for some time in the living room. You are all welcome. Om Tvamekam Sharanyam Tvamekam Varenyam Tamekang jagat karanang vishwarupam Tamekang jagat kartri patri prahartri Tamekang parang nischalang nirvikalpam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thou alone art our refuge and our object of adoration, the cause of the universe and the embodiment of the universe. Thou alone art the creator, preserver and destroyer of the universe. You are the supreme, unmoving, almighty reality. Om, peace, peace, peace. Sorry, I have forgotten to announce next week's speaker. Sarvadevananda will be speaking next week. And the topic is the Guru's role in our life. And another thing, it is important that Swami Vivekananda House will be celebrating annual open house. That is our only once in a year we have that open house. It will be on the 12th of July and it will start around 4 p.m. So you are all welcome to enjoy that. It will be little small worship will be there and little bit about the history of how Pasadena House came and how Swami Vivekananda lived there, and then we'll have some snacks and then that will end. Okay, thank you all.